and Picardo isn't letting me connect. I'm really, really sorry for the delay. We have no idea what's going on, and I will definitely find out after the cast is over. This unfortunately means we're not going to be able to multi-stream.
Well, the thing about it is Picardo updated yesterday.
Oh. Well, I mean, I grabbed their link and I grabbed their stream key. I don't know why they're not letting me through, but they're not.
But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that it did update yesterday. There could be issues with connecting to Picardo, depending.
Now that you mention it, I do recall getting an email saying that they were running maintenance and stuff like that. Let's see, planned routine maintenance. Yeah, that was yesterday.
The internet's breaking, guys.
It's supposed to be a short time.
That wouldn't surprise me. It really sucks that we started 15 minutes late. So, with that said, hello everyone and welcome to the Mugshots, where, guess what? Technical difficulties happens here too. So we have a guest with us who I am not familiar with. And I'm reading the name wrong here, I'm betting, but not very important person who on Film Fiction is... I gotta find your name, sorry. I'm not finding it. I'm blind.
On the thread. Second paragraph.
I'm looking at
fifth word.
Why don't you just
here
say
we go. Randome284.
Hello.
Yay.
Who has done 2 stories on Film Fiction. I have no idea if there's any anywhere else, but she also does some very nice art, and you're more than welcome to go to the forum and click on links and find her art. Go see.
Go now.
And we have a regular guest, Alex Miracle Worker.
I am a miracle worker.
Andrew Air Conditioner.
I thought I was no longer an air conditioner. My name is
that or like Acid Cunt.
Acid cunt. Anal cunt.
Yeah, either way. BRB Dumping Ass, who is also Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm still dumping ass, so hold on, BRB. Just kidding.
Alright. Edward Nigma Otaku.
I'm waiting for this fax machine to finish sending me this GIF.
Okay. Ghostface Kilala.
I'm a motherfucking drug-dealing koala bear.
And I'm your host, Ravage, who has a serious case of hoof and mouth. So, without further ado, I guess we'll jump into our first topic, seeing as how late we are. And our first topic is from Vylon. Discuss the topic of bitches. Which are the worst kinds? Which are there fun times? Is maintenance worth?
Oh, well, I can name some of the worst types of bitches. Are those
right? But we gotta go to our guest first.
Yeah, sorry.
The worst kind of bitches are the ones that don't let you pet their bitches.
Damn.
That's a very compelling argument. Hands off my bitch.
Okay, Kilala, now you can have the field.
Sorry about that. For me, it's those. I had these 2 bitches next to me in high school biology class, and they're the really, really whiny types that wear 10 pounds of makeup and are like, "Oh my god, stop! Why you harassing me? Why you do that?" And just all the fucking time, and it's like those are the worst types.
You do realize that those types of bitches can speak like regular human beings, they just choose not to.
That's questionable.
Like, the fact that they're making the choice to talk like that is like,
It is pretty sad all in its own right.
Oh, by the way, Ravage, since we're doing Twitch, I guess you have to do Safe for Work Tempest?
I had to do it anyways. This is going on YouTube, remember?
and
Right.
before secret.
You
Warren
fucking
Morris.
retard.
Hey. Why is everyone jumping on me?
What is it?
Just fun.
What is it with
Enigma.
you and like terrible backfires?
We're on our periods.
Except for me, because of course I don't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, your Vagu has been replaced by a fleshlight. If it does seep something.
Exactly.
It'd be sent to seventh jizz.
I guess you could say Kyrie had the bitch ran out of her.
Hashtag savage.
Huh? I hear like sirens or wailing in somebody's background.
Enigma.
I muted you, dumb fox.
Probably mine.
Yes, wailing people.
Oh, you're streaming from Wales? Alright. The only colossal bitch I know is my ex, and so we'll move on from there.
Oh.
Alright, so Not Enough Coffee has questions. What tools do you prefer to work with? Every artist has preferences, and I'd love to hear yours, be it both digital and traditional.
I mostly work with GIMP because I'm a poor little person. And it's not that hard, but yeah, I prefer to work with it. For traditional, I just use regular pencils and paper. Simple stuff.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I grew up on pencil and paper, and unless I'm doing something really, really technical, I prefer pencil and paper.
Yeah. Okay. Andrew?
Kyrie? Andrew?
Well, it kind of depends. Like when I use digital stuff, usually whatever is easiest to pull out, whether it's the tablet attached to my laptop or my Samsung tablet.
I was so sure you were going to say if it was more easy to pull out my dick, I'd use that.
Yeah, just stick it in a can of paint and paint with that.
There's a guy who
That
does
would actually be really cool if someone did that.
I am very certain someone has done that.
Paintings. You can look it up on Google.
Though, yeah, when it comes to just drawing casually, what I most feel comfortable with is, well, I have a sketchbook I carry around with me, and I've learned to enjoy being able to use gel pens of varying colors, just kind of dorking around with stuff like that.
Wow, what are you, gay?
Bitch, I might be.
I might be gay.
Don't worry, 7 is too.
Okay, I get up to go grab something because of a phone call. I come back and I hear Tony admit that he's gay.
Yeah, he just came out.
Yes, I am a total faggot.
Just ask 7 about camping trips.
I actually kind of want to. Is he there?
No, sadly he's at work, but if you want me to tell you, I can.
Yes.
Please do.
Hey, Seth, tell us about that time at the camp.
So, he went camping with one of his friends back when he was, like, in his teens. And he was very experimental. So, yeah, they blew each other. So it's an ongoing joke that, like, Alex here is going to go on a camping trip with 7.
Fuck.
Is it?
Yes, you know this. Don't lie.
Was this the version that involved Nutella?
No,
that was your one.
none of the versions involve Nutella. I think you're hallucinating, and I think you need to go see a doctor.
Enigma, what have you been smoking?
Nutella.
Apparently.
Nutella,
Yeah, I've been smoking Nutella. Just Oh shit! That chocolatage.
Man, that hazelnut.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
Is that it for the story?
Yeah, that's the whole story.
They like blew each other, and then he was like, I don't think I'm gay, but I honestly think he's bi, so.
He's in denial. He just won't
I
admit.
honestly believe he is in denial. Like, I'm not joking, you guys.
He must be standing in a river in Africa because he's in denial.
Oh fuck you!
Piss off
boo.
with your old jokes. Okay,
That's
like Dane
ancient, like the
Cook. All right.
pharaohs.
So number 2, I'd also like to ask what got you into the craft of drawing as well as writing. I do both as well, and it's really cool to see others in the very same boat as I.
I've been drawing for a really long time. I'm not sure when I started, back when I was a kid, I think. And yeah, I wasn't really good or anything. I started trying to draw more professionally like a year or so back. So quite recently. It's just
Nice.
something I've always done. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
writing, I've been reading a lot for most of my life, and I decided to like have a try at writing my own thing. It came out horribly, but I kind of got into it, and when I discovered My Little Pony, I started writing for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm only a recent writer. I've only been writing for the last 2 or 3 years, I think.
More than me. I've only been writing for about a year now.
Oh, I've only been looking into like professional levels of writing over the last 2 years ish, and I'm like a year out from, well, less than a year, but basically a year out from updating one of my stories, and I know a lot of people are waiting on the next chapter, so yeah.
Does anyone else here do both?
I mean, if I do a stick drawing right now, am I an artist?
Yes.
I mean,
Thank you.
technically, yes.
I say kind of because I'm a mean person like that, but
You got your foot in your mouth.
I'm curious though. How did you get into writing, Enigma? Because you do loads.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, that is a story.
Tell it.
Oh,
we've
God,
got time.
All right. So I started off reading fanfics not because of MLP, but because of a game called Golden Sun. So one day, I'm looking through this Golden Sun group, looking at pictures, and then one day someone uploads literature. And I think to myself, literature? That doesn't belong on DeviantArt, a website clearly for pictures. I'll see what all this hubbub is about.
Yeah, I
And-
thought it was kind of weird the first time I saw fan fiction on DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was my first fic, and it was like 30-something chapters long. And it turned out to be very good. And the fan fiction that got me into fan fiction was called Drops of Jupiter by something Dragon. And then when I started watching MLP, I was like, I came across Fallout Equestria through YouTube. And there was a review of it, and I saw like 2 minutes of it, and right before they got to the main story, I paused it going, you know what? Rather than have this review ruin this story for me because I love Fallout and I just fell in love with ponies, I will read the story myself. So I just put Fallout Equestria and then clicked the first link that I found, and it was a link for the fanfic version. And then everything went downhill from there.
But was it too wifey?
Oh god, I forgot about that one.
You forgot about what now?
No, my first attempt at writing. Okay, after reading Drops of Jupiter,
Oh.
this was before I was into ponies. Like, I finished reading Drops of Jupiter, and I was playing Fire Emblem at the time, and I was like, you know what? I'll write my own Fire Emblem story. And I I was making some headway, not very good headway, but it wasn't until the point I didn't stop until the point of where I wrote down a character apologizing for not being wifey enough, and I stopped. I blinked. I looked at myself and thought to myself, I was like, I just wrote this. Being a writer is not for me. And then I just stopped.
But what? I forget what had happened. What got you back into writing? Like
It
with
was
MLP and
it
stuff?
was Fallout Equestria. Fallout Equestria got me into it, got me back, and I loved it. I know there was other spin-offs, and I was like, fine, I'll throw my own hand into the spin-off.
Oh, right, that was your first story.
Yep. I have to go back and continue it at some point with my current writing style.
Oof, man, that might cause a quite a noticeable difference.
Yeah, that's why I have to edit. I have to edit the previous chapters before I do so.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Kyrie, Andrew, do either of you guys do any writing or?
I've done. Okay, so when it comes to like writing prose, I have not done a lot, though I have made attempts. I've participated in NaNoWriMo a few times. I've succeeded once, and that the time is on my fiction account, and all it's misspelled and errored glory. Other than that, a lot of what my writing has been stuff that is either private, done for the sake of character development for things like doing role playing games. Like I play stuff like Pathfinder, or which is basically D&D, and every once in a while I'll write out a little bit of prose to try to help think out a character's backstory or something like that.
See, I love using D&D as a character builder, because then it's like, okay, now I've got a framework to build this character off of.
Nice.
Yeah, it can be nice like that.
It'll also show you where D&D is limited in character creation. Is like, okay, let's just substitute this for this.
Yeah.
Other than that, like at one point I did write really shitty fan fiction on fanfiction.net, and I have since
God.
abandoned that, and I think it would have been gloriously wiped out at some point in whatever purge might periodically happen there. Thank God.
No, I'm sure it's still there.
I'm gonna pretend it's gone.
Are they wifey enough though?
No. Fuck no.
No. Even he had standards. You just have to think before you write.
I think I still have that somewhere. My first attempt with the wifey thing.
Oh man. You should show that pencil.
I showed it to some. I sent the link to someone a long time ago, but I don't think they read it.
Yeah,
It might have been me.
You should show it to pencil.
I think maybe it was her I sent it to, but I think she was so busy that she didn't look at it.
Either that or she just was too scared.
That sounds about right, I guess.
Hey Ravage, I like how it looks like your Tempest right there is half pony, half Trojan horse.
Yeah, it's just like a rocking horse.
Trojan Shadow.
Is this your fetish, Anon?
Yes, fucking a military strategy is my fetish.
It's actually a good idea. So you can go inside that horse.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody wants to go inside that horse. Are you kidding?
Everyone wants to go inside Tempest, not Capper.
Everyone loves Kappa.
Fuck, nobody loves Capper. It's just you.
Only people in
I
England.
tolerate him.
Kappa.
Only people in continental Europe like Capper.
Oh, Kappa.
Only Aladdin cosplayers like Capper.
Aladdin cosplayers.
Oh, I should cosplay as Kappa. Just wear like a long
Wait,
coat and nothing else.
Wait, are you gonna walk? Wait. Are you gonna walk around without pants and just a fucking jacket?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna be a flasher. You're gonna be a flasher. Be like, I'm Capper.
I'm going to jail.
Oh, that's brilliant. I have to do that now.
Like this fucking
Oh,
flasher's
God.
just running around purring at things.
Oh god. All right.
We should probably move on to the next topic.
Okay. When did you screw something up but no one ever found out?
There's probably been many
My
times
life.
that it's happened. One time I specifically remember I was trying to cook something a few years back, except I mixed up the recipe a lot, and ended up putting in like way too much like salt or baking soda. I can't remember which, and it came out horribly. But nobody exactly realized that. I'm still known as a horrible chef.
I like to think that you added too much baking soda and somehow you made cocaine.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What were you cooking?
Oh,
Is it
God.
drugs?
What?
I can't remember what it was. I was probably trying to make pancakes and ended up eating. I'm not sure
And
how.
making crack rock cocaine. I hate it.
Yeah, crack. The rocks, bro. Oh, fuck. So that means our guest is basically like a version of Breaking Bad by accident.
Yep. God, what did I screw up? Too many things.
Oh, God.
I can't think of any like big life-changing things, but I can think of one stupid incident that happened recently at work.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're listening.
I think I told you guys, some of you guys already, but I might have told this already though.
Tell it again.
About the Peps.
Tell
About
it.
the Pepsi.
I don't remember. Go ahead and tell it anyways.
Fine. All right. So I'm at work, and we're
You
doing
know
this
he
thing
doesn't
called.
want to say it. Fine, I'll tell it anyway.
I'm telling. Okay. I'm at work. I'm doing this thing called go bags, where basically we take things that don't belong in certain aisles and put them in the aisles that they do belong to. Anyway, I'm doing this, and I find Crystal Pepsi in one of the shelves. I grab it, but because I don't know where it goes, I go to a coworker to ask where it. So I find a coworker, I go to them, I extend the Pepsi out to them, and I say, "Hey, do you know where the Crystal Ponies go?"
You know where the crystal ponies go. Yeah, they go.
Like I paused immediately at realizing what I said.
Oh, God. You're just out of yourself.
You did
How
not
did your
hide your
coworker
power
react?
level
That's what I want to
sufficiently.
know.
What was that, Raph?
How did your coworker react to that?
Like they didn't understand. And there was another incident. Okay, I wear like discreet bronies buttons. Like they're the kind that only other bronies would identify. It's not like flat out ponies that I'm wearing. I'm wearing like cutie marks, just the cutie marks. And so that way, you know, normies don't understand.
Get out, Reed.
One day, one of my supervisor, he asked what the buttons are, and I go, well, do you know what a fandom is? He's like, no, what's a fandom? Explain. I was like, oh, you know, when people like things like Superman, Batman, that sort of stuff. He's like, oh. I was like, I thank God that he didn't question it any further.
Oh, God.
Should have just said they were gang signs or something.
Yeah, Enigma. gotta be in the Soreños, yo.
These three butterflies is the...
No. The three buttons that I have is the cutie mark of Zecora, Daring Do, and Octavia.
Yeah, it's the 24th Street Emperors. It's a musical note. That's their symbol.
So Enigma is part of MS-13.
Yeah. I think that's their symbol.
Oh, God, shit. I have to think about something.
Yeah, same here. I've made plenty of screw ups, but I gotta remember which one specifically. Kyrie?
My life, no one knows that I'm fucked up, but I am. So,
Oh,
like
sure,
every aspect, I've pretty much just fucked up.
I mean, most of your body's composed of fleshlights, so
Yeah.
I think like the biggest thing that I fucked up that no one realizes was really terrible for me was when I got with Seven and we were dating for a while. We were gonna move in with a couple of his friends, and we were gonna live in Florida together. So I had dropped out of my college to go to the online portion of it. But then both of those friends ended up backing out of the deal and leaving me and Seven hanging. So I ended up having to move back home to my mother's house, which was the worst decision ever because my mother lives in the middle of nowhere. And of course, all of my friends that I went to school with, they no longer live there. They're off at college and whatever. So, yeah, it was miserably lonely there.
Oh.
Yeah,
And I
been
was there
that.
for months till I moved here.
That's sad. That's not. That's...
See, now you could have had a mother that dragged you wherever her whims decided. Basically, I got stuck in a situation where my mom, and I didn't even realize this is what it was until way, way after, but she, I guess, was, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, yearning for the old days, back when she lived on a
Nostalgia.
farm with her family, and so basically she decided, hey, let's get goats and chickens and all this other fun stuff. Move a half hour drive outside of town, and guess what? You're gonna do all my chores for me. So
Beautiful.
yeah. And well, let's see. My dad's work took us out to Missouri for a while, and eventually it all pretty much came to a head. And I, at one point, said something to the effect of, well, I never wanted to work on a farm. I never wanted to live on a farm. And the whole argument from that was, well, I'm trying to do the best I can for you guys. And my whole thing was, you raised us in the city, and now suddenly you brought us out to live on a farm. Took me away from all my friends, took me away from everything I knew to live out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And so, yeah, that was kind of the clincher, and we moved back.
Yeah.
It's not so much
That
easy
would
setting
be
up, though, is it?
Fun stuff.
So, did you like slit the throats of the goats before you leave?
What?
Oh, I wanted to.
Because you can't just like leave the goats and then just go back to the city. Somebody has.
No, we sold them. We sold them off. But no, I hated goats, and for the longest time I refused to have anything to do with them. And then my mom decided years later again, oh, let's start up the farm. Again.
Again? It's like,
Yes, again.
we've already been over this.
Yeah, no, well, and I told her basically I'm having nothing to do with it. This is your project. I don't want to have anything to do with these. And she knew that, and then she still somehow managed to rope me back into doing her chores again. Because, yeah, I was out of work for a long time, so one fucked up situation after another. Yeah, you could be like me and hate your family, or hate part of it.
Already there.
Already there.
Yeah.
Like, I like to think that she said, let's start up the farm again. You said no. You blinked, and you're back at the farm.
And that's kind of what happened. That's actually not too far from what happened.
She put something in your drink, and then she took you out to the farm.
Pretty much, yeah.
She's just like, okay, Rav, you just have this glass of milk, and you wake up and you're on the farm again. She
Yeah.
gave you milk. She gave you laced milk and cookies.
Reminds me of the one scene from one of the episodes of Parks and Recreation where the guy's asking, he's like, come on, let's go out for lunch. I'm not interested in having lunch. The other dude just starts laughing, and then smash cut, they're in there. The guy says, I don't get it. We were talking. He invited me to lunch. I refused. He started laughing, and then we were there. Did he drug me?
So Ravage's mother has magic powers. Is that what you're saying? Or she can
Yes.
teleport?
She's a witch.
Okay.
No, you know it's a good superpower to have.
What?
Montage powers. I want to learn this certain language. Montage! And then you know it.
Sorry, I'm allergic to Enigma's bullshit.
Oh, God.
It's like hay fever. It makes you feel all nasty and drippy.
Oh, I did just remember a funny mistake that I got away with. Okay, so one time when I was taking a class in college, and I was doing one of those classes where it's like, oh, you do some reading and then you go into the class and write essays and stuff about, oh, what's the meaning of this book with how it relates to.
You cut out. I didn't hear you.
Now I'll never know what it relates to.
When I did
You cut
not
out.
read the book. What?
What does it relate to?
Fucking
He's trying to
damn
say
it.
blood again. You can't say that.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right,
Said
but
that.
anyway, yeah, it's one of those things where basically you read the book and talk about what it has to do with the time period it was written in and the history and relevance and blah, 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 blah. And what happened was I hit one of those times where I did not read the book.
Oh.
But the thing is, it's one of those things where it's like, even though the professor goes about and asks questions, it's a huge lecture hall. So I'm like, whatever, I'll be fine. But then it's like he goes and he starts doing that thing where it's like, okay, walking up and down the the little lanes of the lecture hall, and thinking, oh shit, he's gonna ask me a question. Shit. Don't look at me. And then he looks right at me and asks me a question about one of the things that happened in the chapters I was supposed to have read. And I proceeded to I don't know what I said. All I know was I bullshitted for a while. And then once I stopped saying stuff, he just stared at me for a while, and I thought, oh shit, he can tell I didn't read it. Fuck. And then he said, that's a very strong opinion.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what? And then one of the other students says, actually, he has a good point, though. And I have no idea what the hell I said. I don't even know what I was asked about. All I know was I wrote out the remaining 20 minutes of the class in blissful knowing I would not get called on again.
I like to think that he asked you what it was about, and you said it was a big fuck you to the aristocrats.
I have a much smaller one. This one actually legit got me scared, but I got away with it somehow. So I was in band in high school, and the band director was actually talking to the principal. He was just in there, and off to the side, me and my friends were talking. We're just in this conversation and blah blah blah, and someone was telling me just a story about some friend of theirs or whatever getting totally shit-faced at a party. And it's just going on and on and on. And just stupid me just randomly said at a really loud voice, oh yeah, they got really fucked up, didn't they? And the principal is right next there. And they just give us this face, and someone asked, wait, who said that? And no one answered.
Well, no one's gonna answer.
Yeah, well, no one snitched or anything, and so they just shrugged it off and went back to talking. No one got in trouble somehow. I don't know how. It's just, I was like, I was about to shit my pants. Like, oh god.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Anybody else have any fun mistakes to share? Because I can't remember any of mine at the moment.
God, I can't think of anything.
Oh,
Or
I
you
remember.
don't want to remember any of yours at the moment.
I remember a mistake I almost made, but managed to avoid at the last fucking second.
Oh god.
Right. So this was high school, and it was like an English class, but for some reason we were doing like an arts and crafts thing.
Yeah.
You know those kind of things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So the point was, it's October. We got to do spooky synonyms.
What?
Basically, make a drawing of whatever spooky thing you can think of, and then make synonyms of it.
Synonyms.
Synonyms.
Anyway, so what I do is like, all right, spooky, huh? And like, I'm a shit drawer, so I'll just make a spooky stick figure that's a ghost. So, you know, synonyms, just ghost at the top, and then the bottom, like ghoul, phantom, you know, so on and so on. But I just didn't want to make it. I wanted to give it some story with my fucking shitty drawing. So I made it like, so using the black marker I had, I made the stick figure, and then I made it that it was like in a slightly less dark closet. And then I thought, how can I make this like known that it's a ghost? Oh, I know. I'll draw a rope around its neck. Make it look like a ghost that killed itself.
Oh god.
Oh dear lord.
How old
And then I finished this drawing, and I'm like, all right, I go to my neighbor, the person sitting next to me is like, all right, I think I'm done. Does this look fine to you? And he's a black guy.
Oh god.
He looks at it, and he tilts his head a little bit, and he's like, you sure what you're drawing there? And I was like, what do you mean? It's a ghost. He's like, yeah, but why is he black? And I was like, why is he black? He's like, oh shit!
Real quick. This is something I don't know how I got away with, only because the teacher was really cool. This was AP U.S. government class, sort of. It was like an after class thing to help prepare us for the AP exam, because we only get half a year to do government class at my high school. So I'm sitting there, and the teacher makes the off comment of like, you know, at one time the Coast Guard used to be in the Department of Transportation, but I'm not sure what they transported. And I just blurted out Cubans. And the teacher just laughs. And then he says, well, you said that, not me, so I can't be quoted for that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I just massively put my foot in my mouth.
Well, speaking of putting your foot in your mouth, I did make a mistake on the Barcast some months ago back when we got back from BabsCon.
Oh, God.
I meant to present an idea, and it came out very, very wrong, and I sounded like I was being very, very racist.
Oh, God.
Go watch that episode. You'll laugh.
Oh, which one?
That's where the hoof and mouth disease came from.
Which BabsCon? The most recent one, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, yeah. I messed that one up pretty fucking bad.
God,
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, anybody else got a share? Nope. Okay. What will finally break the internet?
Cat memes.
All of the Sonic anal war porn.
This podcast.
Kim Kardashian's ass.
My fax machine returning.
Enigma, did it finally send that porn you requested all those hours ago?
It's still got the first 3 inches.
Total thermonuclear war.
You say that like you want it to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe he
And
does.
silence.
Maybe laugh.
I mean,
It's like the government's watching.
yeah.
Hi,
Everything. Are
NSA.
you kidding?
Hi.
Hi.
You know, I don't think we've had an episode where we haven't said hi to them.
Alex is our
They must really like
he's
us.
he's on the inside of the NSA. He's our man.
I am.
You know what I think might also finally break the internet?
What? My dick.
Chris Chan.
I think one thing that will break the internet is a lot of people subscribing to the Barcast Patreon.
Move
Oh,
on, quick,
shit,
quick.
it's showtime.
Move on,
Shit.
quick. What's the next topic?
Yeah, well, we're 5 minutes early for the shilling, so it's not a bad idea.
It's a sin.
I mean, we
Okay,
did
so
start
for
5
everybody
minutes late.
watching, if you've enjoyed our guest, if you've enjoyed this show, please consider donating to my Patreon. I can use all the help I can get in paying for this and keeping it brought to you. And yes, streaming on Twitch is free, but multi-streaming on Picardo is not, and that's how we normally do it. So, you know, I would like to continue to bring you guys as many multi-streams as possible, not just watching, you know, me essentially jerking off my own art skills onto your screen, for lack of a better analogy.
Yeah, I don't
But
wanna see you
anyways,
jerking
Why
off.
is my screen
or you can go and donate to the Barcast official Patreon and help us support the Red Wings Horse Sanctuary in California, where they rescue horses from either abusive owners or rundown farms or whatever. Anyways, any little bit you can donate to that goes straight to the rescue farm. None of it goes towards us. Right now, we're sponsoring one entire horse. His name is Big Mac, of all things. So,
Whole horse.
yes, and we're actually
not-
supposed to be getting a handwritten letter from him soon, as well as hopefully a video, maybe.
I'm excited to
the
see
letter will just say yep.
I am
God, I hope
excited
so.
I'm excited to see what this horse's hoosemanship will look like.
No, they use their mouth, don't they? Haven't you seen the show?
Except for unicorns, because we got horns and shit, so fuck off.
All right. So yeah, and if you like any of our hosts and you like their drawings, please consider donating to their Patreons. You know, I mean, we can all use a little bit. You guys pretty much saved my ass this month. I ran out of food and I ran out of money, and I forgot to transfer money over from my PayPal over into my bank account. So I've been paying for Picardo out of my own pocket this whole time. So I'm like, yes, I can eat. So, no, seriously, you guys have bought my lunches for work and my dinners at home for like the last few days. So yeah, yes, thank you so much.
Yay!
So back to our regularly scheduled program. Yeah, what will finally break the internet?
I think we just did it. The shills.
Tumblr.
No, SJWs are gonna break the internet.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
that's
I'll
what I
get off of I'll get off of that political topic before we get really deep into it. So, in all reality, that's how it's gonna break. So, anyways, next topic. What's the coolest thing to real?
Closest.
What's the closest thing to real magic? Sorry, I'm getting dyslexic.
even
Please
more
don't
than-
say friendship, no matter how wonderful it truly is. Oh God, I wish I knew the friendship song from fucking Billy and Mandy.
Oh God.
Oh, no, it wasn't a song. It was, wasn't it like a little doll or something? Full on friendship, full on friendship.
Rav, your age is shot.
Buttercup Prancer, you're so dancer. That song that Spurg was always singing.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he? And his favorite thing in the world was pink fluffy unicorns.
Pink.
He did.
fluffy
I think
unicorns
didn't
dancing,
he
come
have a little
bring clothes.
unicorn writing stick or whatever?
I thought he had a unicorn tattoo.
No, he had a mom tattoo. No, he had a little unicorn action figure, a doll, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm pretty sure in one of the episodes it showed him riding basically a broomstick with a pink fluffy unicorn head on it.
You know,
I might be really, really wrong.
I remember one scene where they're doing the karate tournament, and the spirit goes up to Mandy and goes, "Any last words?" And Mandy says, "Your mother's a respected member of the community." And he's like, "Nobody talks about my mother that way."
God.
And you say my age is showing you remember more than I do about the show, and I have it.
No, but we all know
Okay,
the
so
closest
to
thing-
our guests,
yeah,
what
yeah.
is the closest thing to real magic?
Either kittens or emotion in general.
Ooh,
Kittens.
kittens.
What about emotional kittens?
Yep, those are complete magic.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to science this bitch up. I'm gonna say either quantum mechanics or relativity.
Oh, science. I'm gonna say.
Just
nerd!
Yeah.
bitch, I study physics.
Yeah, go back to you.
Bitch, I self-studied some physics, so yeah.
Bitch,
I read about Einstein.
Bitch, I am a physics.
Bitch, I taught myself calculus.
I taught myself to art, so there. I don't
Damn.
need calculus.
I can integrate all those curves.
And one of my closest friends taught me the perfect way to do a blowjob, so there's your magic.
No, rat blowjob.
You're talking about 7?
No. A
Right.
friend of mine lives here in Colorado. I never got to meet her, but this is back when I was in the furry fandom. And she gets home from college one day. She texts me, "I just learned how to do a perfect blowjob in an astrophysics class."
I thought you were gonna say that she said to you, "I just learned how to give a blowjob in a 0G environment."
It might as well have been. I don't remember what the actual name of the class is because I couldn't understand the word, but she said it's basically why big things in space go boom. They had a sub-teacher in there, and so he was like, "You know what? I have no idea where you guys are in your curriculum, even though I know what we're talking about. So, as for all of you, especially you ladies, I'm going to teach you how to give the perfect blowjob."
Best professor ever. Best fucking professor ever.
Did he say to work the shaft?
10 out of 10.
More ways than one.
10 out of 10. Best fucking professor ever. So now we all just want Rav to.
I could divulge my secrets, but I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to get that graphic on Twitch. So, anyways, oh god, what were we back on? Oh yes, real magic and how I know blowjobs. Okay, next topic. I think, I don't know, Kyrie, what is real magic?
A straight man knows blowjob.
Real magic is when you're having sex with the one person you love the most.
I should listen to this answer.
Hey.
It said AKA your mom.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
No.
Are you suggesting to have sex with your mother?
No, I'm having sex with your mom.
I think I'll just take the barcast option and kill myself at
But
that.
killing yourself is
It
always-
is always an option.
We don't condone it in any shape or form, but it is always an option.
Yes.
Moving on. Let's see. From Tony D Tacos.
Thanks, man.
Cooking. Favorite types of foods to cook. Favorite dishes. Favorite foods to eat.
I'm not one for food much. I eat like close to nothing, but favorite food to cook would probably be pancakes because they're so simple and I can actually make them decently.
Nice.
Favorite
Nice.
dishes? I am not sure. Favorite foods? Pizza is decent.
Yep.
I've been living off of mini pizzas for the last 2 weeks. It's not as great as it sounds.
Yeah. I actually have been doing a lot of cooking recently, and I have couple dishes I really like to cook. One is an Indonesian dish called babi ketchup, and it's a pork dish, but you mix it with like onions and green onions and ginger and garlic and some brown sugar and soy sauce. And you've kind of pan fried a pork and you just let it simmer down and then we usually serve it with noodles. And then another dish I like to make is this chicken
Chicken what? You cut out.
ramen. Chicken ramen.
Oh. Honestly, my favorite way to do ramen is if you take one flavor of chicken, one flavor of beef, and you mix them together. It tastes like something completely different. I would highly advise against. They're not the Ichiban noodles, but they're really close. They come in a white, yellow, and red striped. Like the top half is white, the bottom half is yellow, and it's got a red stripe through the middle, and it says basically Ichi something on the front of it. And I think they're supposed to be chow mein noodles. They're tasty, but the flavor of the leaves that they put in one packet that you got to put in there, and the after smell stays with you for days.
Oh, I cook like homemade ramen is what
Nice.
yeah, it's like with chicken broth and chicken and soy sauce, sesame oil. Yeah, I don't have it too often, but when I do, it's really fucking good. It's a ton of work though. It takes probably close to 45 minutes to make.
Okay. Anybody else favorite food dishes and so on?
Food is good, yes.
My favorite food I cannot find anywhere on this earth.
You like alien food?
It's my favorite food I cannot find. It's those bean and cheese burritos from middle school. They were fucking delicious. I can't find them anymore.
You don't know the brand?
I don't know the brand. All I remember is that the cover. All I remember is that on the plastic wrapper, the cover showed like a beach with a dolphin popping out of the water.
Can't you
You could always put a request out on like Tumblr or something. Say, hey, what were these?
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's how I found a couple of things.
Wait,
I had the best jalapenos in the world. They were canned, or not in the world, but like fast food jalapenos from the gas station I used to work at. And anytime I want to know what they are, or because I can't remember and my memory's shitty like that, I just go down and ask my old boss, hey, what brand of jalapenos do you guys use? I want to pick some up.
Nice.
That, or I wait until nobody's looking and I sneak in the back and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what they are.
You just gotta get those jalapenos.
They're good. And they don't burn, or they burn in your mouth, just not your ass.
That's a good advertising slogan for pepper. Words in your mouth, not in your ass.
Hey, I know a lot of people who would go for it. Be like, oh hey, finally something spicy that I want to eat hours after. You know?
You heard this first, folks. Rev loves jalapenos.
I do. I love jalapeno. Hell, if they had a jalapeno flavored ice cream, I would take it.
What about bacon flavored ice cream?
Fuck that.
What about bacon flavored vodka?
I'd rather chew my own foot off.
That soul had us drink that the second me and Flame stepped into her house.
I thought it was pepperoni vodka.
Oh, right. It was pepperoni vodka. It was like you know when you have a baby barf but you swallow it.
I don't.
It was like
Oh,
No.
God.
it was like taking a shot of that.
It probably was. She was just fucking with you. It's not really vodka.
Hey, Brad, just on the topic of ass, Coffee just messaged me. He says, "I swear, when you guys tell Rabs who fixed his mic, it sounds like it's up his ass."
Yeah, I've
okay.
got people PM me about that as well.
What's wrong?
Your mic is awful. Be quiet. Talk quietly.
It's quiet.
No, it's
No, your mic is awful. He's saying it sounds like it's up your ass, basically. in
Your
terms of
voice is
quality.
your voice is causing the universe to reverberate.
Yeah,
Is it like that on the Discord chat or just
No.
on the stream?
only the stream. Because you get the
Probably
same
the
issue on
That
Twitch.
has everything to do with the fact that my settings are set for Picardo and not Twitch, and I can't get into the settings while I'm streaming. So
Talk quietly, sort of stand
Yes.
on the other side of the room.
No, just scream, "Fuck you! I won't do
Oh
what you
god, no,
tell
don't
me."
actually do that. You'll literally kill everyone listening.
I can turn the volume up if that helps.
I think it might be the opposite.
So what? I'm too loud?
Yeah, and then when you get too loud, it really crackles. Like,
Coffee, is it too loud or is it too quiet or?
ignore this. This is
We'll
fun.
know in 20 seconds.
Actually, the delay seems less on Twitch. But it was like when you were getting really happy about the perfect blowjob. That's when
Oh.
everyone started saying it. I guess you got really loud.
Oh, apparently too loud.
Too loud. Just whisper.
Hey guys, this is ASMR.
The perfect
Oh
blowjob.
god.
Oh god.
Blowjob ASMR.
You like that, don't you?
You sound like Russell Howard.
Do I?
Coffee's
When you do
like,
that, yeah.
You know, as I'm looking at this image of Tempest, do you guys ever think she went back and kicked that bear's ass?
probably.
No, I ship them. Wait, what bear? Oh, that bear. Oh, no, I don't ship them. I think you meant Grubber. Never mind. Oh,
What bear are you talking about?
the little one. Grubber. I thought you meant him.
Grubber's a
Koala.
bear.
Well, I thought it was like an insult. Like a koala
No,
bear.
I think Grubber is like a young version of those big burly fuckers.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
God.
That or he's just the enigma of the group. Short, pasty, and nobody likes him.
Pasty.
Yeah, you're tasty.
Yeah. Taste.
I said pasty.
Oh.
I mean, unless you like to
Oh.
eat paste, unless you're one of those kids from school.
No, I was the one who would accidentally drop a little bit of glue on my desk so I could peel it off later.
looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Oh,
Oh, Russell Howard had a thing on that too.
Like there was no
Kids
greater
addicted to peeling glue off their skin.
Yeah, there was no greater satisfaction than peeling glue off a desk.
I was the scab peeler, so I got my jollies off on
no,
that.
Please don't make me think of that. Next topic, please.
Next topic.
All right.
kittens. Or something.
Oh wait, no. Our topic was cooking and foods. How did we get to skin scabs from food?
No.
This is
Apparently, I
magical.
ate them too.
Can you
Talking is
bake
magic.
can you bake the scabs within the glue? Make some sort of cakes?
Oh no! You do this. You peel the scab off. You lay down some glue. You lay down the scab. Wait for it to dry and peel it back up again.
God.
Okay,
Wow.
we'll move on. We'll move on.
Yeah.
In what ways are cooking and art similar?
Use
Practice.
scabs.
Lots and lots and lots and lots of practice.
Oh yeah, that too.
Sometimes a little improvisation can lead to interesting results, good or bad.
Taste all the time.
What?
Taste all the glue?
Taste your artwork and the food.
Yes, just lick that porn you just drew.
But how
Yep.
many calories are in a drawing?
0, boy. That's what makes them good for you.
It's like some sort
So-
of synesthesia thing.
But if I eat too much porn, will I get AIDS?
Probably.
Yeah, you'll die of syphilis.
Shit.
Always use protection
Well,
when eating porn.
Yeah, I'll have to get a condom to go over my mouth.
Oh, no.
One of those flavored condoms.
Well, I mean, at least you're being
No, because
classy
then
about
that
it.
will just like ruin the taste of the art, man.
Oh, that's true. Is getting gonorrhea worth it though?
Yes.
Do it for art.
Well, I mean, we do pony art, so maybe we get the clop instead of the clap, and in that case, hey, go for it.
Oh.
Oh. God.
Yep.
We're all going to hell.
Yeah, if I go to hell, I'm taking it over, becoming a new ruler. Alright, to our guest, same question?
It just takes a lot of like practicing and improvising to make it look good. Takes a lot of careful detail.
So she gives an actual answer and we talk about putting condoms in our mouths.
It's because she's mature and we're terrible little children.
Alright, if dead kittens are the standard currency, what will replace gold?
Mummified kittens.
So
Can we not talk about dead kittens?
how much would that saber-toothed tiger fossil be then?
Oh,
Well, it's not a kitten, then it's worth nothing.
What about stillborn kittens?
oh god.
Next question, please.
Okay. What did you use to bribe the cast to let you on?
Oh, hi Jack with her.
Jack.
Hi, Jack. Hi. I just promised lots of hugs and snuggles
She did.
because that's the right way to do everything.
No, she's
Yeah.
getting ear rape instead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bob's there's 5 dead kittens to pay for all the
All that shilling in one ear and not out the other. Okay, which pony would you like to cuddle the most? And this is for the entire mugshot group. So we'll start with our guest as usual.
I'd have to choose Fluttershy.
Any particular reasons why?
She's small, shy, cute, fluffy.
As good a reasons as any.
Yeah.
Alex?
Kappa, obviously.
That's not a pony, you
That's not a
ass.
pony.
Okay.
It's not even 3/5 a pony.
Okay, it's a bit racist. He is a
Well, the question is, what pony?
I'm Kappa. I don't or Octavia then, I suppose. I'd
Yeah,
spend,
that's a
spend the
good
whole
choice.
time wishing she was Kappa.
That is racist, isn't it?
All right.
Who's next? The air conditioning unit's next.
I plead the fifth.
Nope, you're not getting out of this one. Which pony would you?
This is North Korea. No Fifth Amendment.
Gun to your head, Andrew.
All right,
you're
Luna. There, I said it.
That's a good choice. That is a good choice. All right. Ass dumper.
Oh fuck! I forgot that I am ass.
Who did you think he meant? Enigma.
If I had to choose one, I would have to say Princess Skystar, but she's not a technical pony though.
Yeah. She's
Well,
hot.
she was when she was underwater, but watch the movie.
I don't
Alright.
think sea ponies count really.
Okay,
Yeah. By the way, no spoilers.
Brav,
See.
fucking with the racial
Huh?
purity test. Brav, you got the racial purity test for Equestria. Good job.
By the way,
Okay.
Andrew's drawing, he just put in the Mugshots chat.
Nice.
I love it.
Thank you.
As for who I'd cuddle with, I'm gonna say Pinkie Pie. Because she's gonna smell like bubble gum, and eventually it's gonna turn into aggressive cuddling.
I don't know about that. I mean, if you stock candy in the candy aisle, I'm pretty sure she smells like sugar, and that gets really sickening really fast.
Then I'd have her work at a Pizza Hut so she'd smell like pizza.
Then you'd get sick of the smell of pizza.
Pizza.
How can you get
cannot
sick of the
win.
smell of pizza?
I can't eat pizza.
Because of the cheese.
Cheese.
The smell of the
It's
tomato.
usually not this. It's usually not the cheese that causes the problem. It's usually the marinara.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Pizza Hut, their recipe for marinara sucks.
All the
No,
wine.
Andrew. No, no. Tony can't eat cheese because he won't tolerate cheese. He hates it.
He's a
He won't
cheese
stand for it.
bigot.
Yes.
There you go.
He's prejudiced against cheese.
Yes, Pencil and I would get into a war if we ever talked about cheese.
Well, let's see. You got ricotta, risotto. I didn't know that's a noodle.
Mozzarella.
As far as my stomach is concerned, and for the most part, my taste buds, they all belong in the trash can.
Mm. I guess it's down to me.
Oh, no, you skipped over me.
I thought you
Got
already
it.
said yours. Never mind.
No, Enigma said Pinky.
Oh, okay.
If I was to choose, oh god, this is a toss-up. Either Twilight or Tempest.
Ooh.
If would Tempest even understand what a hug is?
Probably not, but I don't care.
Well, that bear gave her
Oh,
a
you
hug.
want those fireworks
You
in that face,
understand
huh?
she did
Yes.
have a normal life before her horn broke.
Yeah, that's a good point. And plus, come on, man, Tempest is just such a great character. I love her to death. And then Twilight, because she is just so much like me. She's so adorable.
You know, it's funny how many people say Twilight is like them.
Dude, okay, she is so much like me. She's a fucking nerd and like so perfectionist when she does stuff like that. And I'm the same way. I would go down and just track down random things on physics. What above and beyond what I was told to do for just for shits and giggles, okay?
I mean, I looked into quantum physics and quantum computers just for the shits and giggles, but
Yeah.
people say I'm most like Twilight, which explains why I find her slightly annoying most of the time.
Oh, there's a little bit of self-deprecation.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, cuddling her would be like cuddling a female version of myself, and I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that.
Ooh, I don't.
Ew.
It's got a horse vagina.
Personality-wise, but yeah, I don't know. God, I honestly don't know. It'd be like a three-way contest between Blackjack, Celestia, and Derpy.
Oh, what variant of blackjack? Is she whole, or does she have robot legs?
As long as it's the robot legs and not like the full-on robot, then yeah. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but cuddling with an I-beam isn't all that much fun.
Mm.
For
Yeah.
anyone, I don't even think it'd be fun for her because she couldn't feel it.
Yeah.
Alright, move on to our next question.
I would probably also snuggle Stella, just throwing that in there, even if she killed me.
Somewhere out there, Flame just looked up from his desk, blinked, and then returned to work.
You better be working on that Stella cuddlefish.
Alright. So, Mr. 101. First off, now I've come to accept the ball hair conversation and suggest it becomes a regular topic for 5 to 10 minutes. Do you love him? Do you hate him? Discuss.
It took him like 3 weeks to accept it. What does that mean?
It was such a groundbreaking and mind-blowing
Stays up at night.
conversation. It took him 3 weeks to process it.
Apparently, he couldn't get around my dwarf beard ball hair braiding.
Yes.
No.
So, to our guest, Randome, what do you think about ball
Well,
hair?
not again.
I have no idea.
No strong
Okay.
Best answer.
Yes.
Yeah, don't let him start.
Oh, but come on, and then we can have fun and burn our skin and dye it. Or bleach it. Make it worse.
Yes.
Watch my golden pubes as they sway in the breeze.
Okay, well then. Just
I'll
gotta
feel like
put it
the
out
prince
there.
in just about every fantasy movie.
It's
Or like the
great
old
to
cheesy
be,
ones from the 80s, you know?
It's great
The
to be the
billowing
king.
hair.
It's great to be the king.
Nah, the king gets to sit on a throne and just let his ball hair drape down the carpet.
Oh, okay. So that's where the red carpet
His
comes from.
royal hair.
So that's where the red
You will
carpet
bow
comes from.
before my beard.
What the
I like how it's just these two who are dying of laughter.
Because we got these visuals in our head that are just absolutely asinine.
just going down the stairs. Just roll out the red carpet. Oh,
Yeah.
Breathe,
Oh,
man,
shit.
breathe.
We're trying. Oh. Well, sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe, so.
Could you, like, if you braided your balls into a rope, would you be able to make a noose out of them while they're still attached to your balls?
I don't know, I think that would hurt.
That's a way to kill
Yeah,
yourself.
hanging yourself doesn't really
Most rope is twisted, not braided.
Yeah. Twisted
right.
ball hair. Oof.
Actual questions. Also, from one person who does the whole oodle of the doodle to another, how do you get how do you get into the mood to draw if you do that, as well as write? And if you find yourself a day or suffering from writer's or artist block, what do you do to combat it?
I'm usually in the mood to draw since it's one of the things that I can actually do right and decently. So I usually just am drawing anyways, since I like keeping my hands busy. I'm a bit of a fidgety person. And yeah, I just draw. Sometimes I just don't want to, but then I just do nothing because I don't want to. For writing, I rarely write because I'm a lazy person, and usually others try to tell me to write, but I don't write anyways. And then when, for example, I'm writing for a contest or something, when the deadline comes, I try to write a whole, few thousand words in a night, and that doesn't work out because I'm lazy, and don't do it until the last minute.
I know that feeling.
Procrastination can be terrible.
Yeah. All right. From the rest of our cast, what do you do to get in the mood?
Ooh.
Ooh, well, honey, I just turn off the lights. Put
I'd
on
love to see you draw or write without being able to see the screen.
Oh, that would be a good segment on Backshots.
That's actually a really fun
Yeah,
game to do at parties.
Someone write
Is
that down.
draw in the dark.
Draw in the dark. Hey, Rav, draw in the dark. Do it.
Yeah,
I am drawing in the dark.
Close your eyes and finish this drawing.
Yeah, but for me, I'm actually always in the mood to write, but I just never have time.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm always in the mood to write. I'm always in the mood to draw. I love getting my ideas down. I hate doing the actual work. Like right now, the stream is probably the best distraction from the work I'm doing on this drawing.
Yeah.
And what was the name of our guest last Friday?
Iconics? Oh, Friday.
Iconics, yeah.
No, Friday.
Wednesday, you mean?
No, Friday. Our Friday guest on the regular.
Mr. Numbers.
Mr. Numbers, yes.
Mr. Numbers said it best. Writing is work. Drawing is work, or at least depending on what you're doing. Like, I prefer sketching. I much prefer sketching to doing a full illustration.
Yeah.
Get myself in the mood. Basically, I have to have a really good idea. Like,
Put on
okay,
some
I can't
low
not-
lighting and some romantic music.
And candles.
Yeah, just get some lotion.
Don't put them
out.
on the headboard though, because if you do end up doing the do, you don't want hot wax all over you unless you're into that. If you're into that, go ahead.
Wait,
I never had it done, and pain isn't my thing.
By the
get
way,
some-
guys, I just wanted to say something. Me and Seven's 1 year anniversary is Friday.
Ooh,
Yay! Congrats.
Hi.
I've been dating this fucker for a year.
Oh, that's great.
And how long after your relationship started did he start removing your limbs?
Straight away.
You were breaking up, so I could not hear a single thing.
Yeah, right.
Probably for the best.
Then how far into the relationship did he start chopping off limbs?
I don't think she heard you.
doesn't want to.
I didn't hear you at all.
He
Hey,
chopped
but
off her ears!
Oh God, her ears are now fleshlights.
It
That
doesn't
would
even
be
mean to
fucking
spell
terrible. Oh my god, no, please. Let's not. But seriously, Rab, what was your question?
No. Ear rape. Literal ear rape is not possible.
Come on, don't you want to have your brain tickled?
No. I don't want that, no.
Who knows? He might touch you somewhere, and your leg will jerk up and kick him in the back of the head.
How about
Kick him in the
no?
butt.
Let's pretend we did it, okay?
He might blow your mind.
No.
You sure you wouldn't like a guy who loves you for your
Oh my god.
We're such terrible fucking.
Yeah, but this makes it perfect for us to be with
Well, I
the
mean, hold on. I got one more. You can say you have sex on the brain all the time.
Oh
Kill yourself.
That's on the brain. Oh man, I just can't stop. I just can't stop thinking about dick.
I just can't get your dick out of my mind.
Oh god.
What was the last thing that went through your mind before you
Delete
died?
That was good. That was good, Nick. That was really fun. Oh god. Okay, okay.
We are terrible people, and we should feel terrible.
Hey, what's it like to experience a whiteout? Okay, I think we can actually move on from this. We're gonna exhaust our puns too quick. Okay, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in the fandom, both online, on fanfiction, and other places?
Sonic Anal the group.
Oh, does it actually exist?
You
Fucking
made it,
Alex.
You made it.
Okay, so to Randome, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in this fandom so far?
I've actually not seen too many weird things. Probably some of the porn that I've seen in it, but I can't really think of anything other than that.
Oh, you're not gonna say this podcast?
No.
We're not weird enough, guys.
Oh damn.
We need to
Even
raise the
though,
bar.
like, literally
Or-
all of my limbs are replaced with fleshlights, and every hole has a fleshlight now.
Nice.
Yes.
Time.
So is your voice produced by a vibrator?
Yes.
A very
She probably
complicated
looks like a
system
Metapod
of vibrator motors.
Yes.
Okay. Conversation topics from Cyber.
Ooh.
Cute bat ponies versus cute vampire ponies.
Ooh.
Cute bat ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with that one.
Yes, I actually like bats in real life, so it's a no-brainer for me to love bat pony.
Here's the thing about bat ponies, though. You probably can't have any physical contact with them because isn't there a risk of rabies?
No,
No.
it's the same risk with any mammal.
Because
Well-
I remember like people who handle like baby bats to raise them before they release them to the wild have to have shots before handling them.
Yeah, and that shot is for more than just rabies.
Yes.
Honestly, rabies just makes you basically very aggressive and highly afraid of water.
And
Like,
it's
then
also-
you
no matter
die.
how no matter how logically you should not be afraid of water. You need water. Your body will have a knee-jerk reaction of instant fear.
Yeah. And it's also fatal.
Yeah. So I don't know. You wouldn't have to worry about rabies so much as you might have to worry about, say, any lice that are on there that are carrying something like Lyme disease.
Yeah.
Or yellow fever, or whatever it was they used to get back in the day. That's much
Yeah.
better topic than I thought you were going to give us.
Yeah, and the thing is with bats, only one species out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of thousands of bats there are actually will bite humans to suck their blood.
Honestly, the only other time they'll bite you is if you're like outright attacking them.
Well, yeah, but that's because they're not stupid.
See, what's really fun is if you live in an area with bats, you can toss rocks up into the air and they'll fly up and catch them thinking they're bugs.
And Andrew,
Yes.
can you draw two bat ponies having a thumb war with their thumb wing things?
Oh, God.
Thumb
No.
wing things. What?
There's some
You know how they have-
wings.
Yeah, they have like thumbs at their wings.
I'm not. Oh yeah. I don't. Are they? What's the word? Can they be moved like a thumb?
I'm assuming.
Yes. They are. They are very much like a regular finger.
Yeah.
So then draw them having a thumb war.
No.
Artwork you have found and or loved, and best sexy lewd artwork you have found, liked, or loved.
Oh,
Reasons
hold on.
why, if possible.
Let me open up my Derpy Boru for this.
Well, hold on. Wait, it's our guest's turn to answer, not you.
Yeah, I've seen
You're
a
jumping
lot
the
of
fence
really,
too early.
I've seen a lot of really cute artwork. I can't really remember any specific artists, but yeah. I think one of my favorites is Captain Pudge Muffin with the cat bones.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah, that's who I've been modeling my artwork after. Just I'm trying to get a better style than the one I had. It's nice. I'm not used to drawing soft things, and now I'm drawing much softer than I used to, and it's definitely worth emulating.
I'm not sure about my favorites, like lewd artwork. Don't really look at it too much, actually.
Oh.
And that's fair. Well, I mean, statistically, what did they say? 25% or less of the population actually admits to looking at porn and whatnot, so...
And the rest of that percent are liars.
No, I look at it, just not often.
I
have like no time.
No personal time. Okay. We feel so bad. We do something for you, but that would probably be wrong in many ways.
Whoa! What are you saying?
Whoa!
Yes.
No.
I am all the lewds. Remember, I am the embodiment of hoof and mouth disease.
Yeah, it's not just foot and mouth now. Now you fucked it up and said hoof and
No, it wasn't me that started that. It was my dad. It was based off of... Let's see, which one was it? Porky Pig cartoon, I want to say. Like, really old one. He had a cow with hoof and mouth, and rather than it being like the actual... was literally just any time she opened her mouth, pop, the hoof went in. And he was trying to feed. He had hay on a pitchfork, and he's trying to feed her. And every time she opens her mouth, the hoof goes back in. So I think he had to tie her up.
I thought you were about to say, oh, he just said that because he looked at my collection.
Okay. Anybody else? Cute artwork or lewd artwork?
Oh god.
There was one that I'm trying to find.
Oh, I can't give a specific art he's done, but NC Mayers does a lot of really cute stuff. I've actually met him before. And as for lewd, well, shit, where do I start?
Your favorite one, the one you keep going back to.
Oh, god damn it, there's several I could list off right now. A lot from Kenichi Panda. That's for sure.
I don't think I know that artist.
I know who that is. Kenichi Panda.
Kenichi Panda, yeah. He's one. anything with femdom in it. Yeah.
I can show you guys right now my favorite cute picture. Well, it's not my favorite, but it's my latest favorite.
My latest favorite.
Here. It is this because I like the idea. I like the idea of Anon calling of Rainbow Dash calling Anon and she's like, "Don't worry, we'll pick you up." And he's wondering how. And meanwhile, through the fucking crowds, this is going on.
So Rainbow Dash driving and Fluttershy working the pedals. I'd be over this wall, through the trees. All these kids look up, and then the next thing you see is a car that just rolled over a bunch of like jackets and shoes and stuff, which are empty, but it's still freaking hilarious to watch.
So my question is, how did we get here from talking about the cute and lewd stuff we like?
I don't remember.
We found a way.
Yes.
This is a barcast. Are you kidding? We have no bar.
I
Well,
have so
we
I have
drink
so
at
many.
the bar, but
I
Yes,
have
we
so
drink at the
many.
non-existent bar.
I have so many lewds though. Can't choose.
God, which one's making my dick hard today?
Which one's today? Okay, let me do the tags. Okay, favorites.
Big dragon titty. Midget tranny. Oh shit.
Did you just say midget tranny?
Midget tranny grandma and
oh god.
You've got some weird taste there.
Oh, cute art. And if I remember right, I think it's Undurpable who does it. Luna and Celestia standing there, and a message pops out, like just out of nowhere. Twilight sent a message, I'm assuming, and it's Celestia basically hooves on her cheeks, getting all excited, and Luna is just clapping vehemently.
I know which one you're talking about. I remember that one.
Yeah, is that Undurpable?
Yeah, I think it's him.
Yep, it is.
He does that thing where they're doing like puffed up cheeks and they're like just spasming their hooves.
Yeah. Come on, where are you? Okay, got it. Put it in the mugshots chat. And I think I've got Twitch up. I might be able to. Copy
you.
link.
Ooh. Ah.
Yes, I do have Twitch up. Okay, I can put it here for you guys.
I mean, I could just send you the link to my Derpy account, and you guys could see all the porn that I like.
Yeah, do it.
No, thanks.
Yeah, please.
That is unnecessary.
I need it for my research into the barcast.
Yes, your research, quote unquote.
Is that what they're calling blackmail these days?
Oh, yeah. Just gotta get that research going, bro.
Huh. All right. God,
Alright.
I don't. I hate to admit it, but I'm with the rest of you. I don't know which sexy art I would choose, like right off the top of my head.
Dragon tits.
Kappa.
No.
Cap.
I guarantee.
Dragon tits.
I guarantee you, Alex. There's no fucking capper in my favorites.
Hey, Enigma. How about this for an idea? Capper with dragon tits.
No, Kappa tits.
Happen around the chest.
Yes. And they just he lactates lava and gems.
Oh my god, there's new Kappa porn since last time I looked.
Oh God.
Oh man.
I mean, like, as much as I like the character, I've genuinely never tried. But there's actual. Wow.
We are just not giving a.
I'm just gonna automatically say I can't choose.
Just send your fucking. Just send. Oh, did you finish the Tempest drawing?
Kinda. Finished.
Nice.
Kind of an outline.
Could you,
I fucked up the back legs and I don't know how to fix it.
Oh, they look good.
Well, she got mauled by a bear, so that's excusable.
Yeah.
Only her face.
Her legs are so twisted and healing.
Just give her a good dicking and it'll fix it.
Yeah.
You just reminded me. You just reminded me of the joke that Russell Howard said when he was going through an airport. He's like, "No, they've got these new scanners in these airports that you just look straight ahead. And it's a retinal scanner. Takes him 20 minutes to get through because he's got a lazy eye." And then his mom start making fun of him next to him. She's like, "Yeah, go take him in the back and start feeling him up. Give him the finger, right up the bum. Hey, if you go up there far enough, maybe his eyes will go straight."
Oh God.
So, yes, I've been watching a lot of his stuff recently, and I absolutely love it. So, anyways, next topic, because I think we're actually almost out of time.
We did start late.
Yeah. I mean, we can go for an extra 15 minutes if you want.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
We can finish this. Go.
I'm asking our guests, not you guys. You guys are along for the ride.
Fine, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you set for an extra 15 minutes? Or yeah.
I think our guest is Kill.
Randome.
Well, you should.
Is she Kill?
She made a bump noise. Just...
Technical difficulties brought to you by Barcast.
I'm assuming she's in. I'm assuming she's in Europe, so she must have fell asleep.
1 second. My hearing thing. 1 second. I need to fix this. Headphones are breaking. Yay.
Oh, great.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna apologize to everyone not in advance. Belatedly. The static you're hearing on my end is a fan.
We'll turn it off. Turn it away. Jesus.
It's freaking warm.
Oh.
I know it's supposed to be like winter and cold and everything.
You live in Colorado. It should be like freezing or something.
One of like ambulances are going off right now outside of my apartment. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
probably here for you.
They're here for me.
Yeah.
They
Quick,
found
oh,
out all of my fleshlights.
they found they're following the trail of severed limbs.
Yeah, you reminded me of a story which I will tell. No, I better tell it now because I'll forget it. So my dad used to work at a hospital back when I was really little, right? And I think so did his brother, his oldest brother. So they got a call one day for an ambulance. And believe it or not, this recording is now on like America's Funniest or whatever.
Oh God.
And it's this black guy. And I say he's black because the accent shows through really, really well. And my dad's brother got to see him. He got attacked by a deer. He calls up 911. He's, I need a bambulance.
I need a ambulance. I need a ambulance.
Oh God.
And I missed the rest of the conversation because I was laughing too hard. So, anyways, there's a fun thought for you.
There's a funny.
I need a bambulance. Okay. Next topic. Best and worst E-rated and adult-only art, fix, fan comics. I think we kind of did that already. Alright, so I'll just narrow it down. Favorite cute story, favorite lewd story.
I'm not really too sure. I've read a lot and don't keep track of anything, so I'm not sure which is cutest and which is the lowest.
Alright, Alex, you're up.
My favourite cute story would be the one Pencil wrote about the testicles exploding.
Quote, cute, end quote.
I like it. Oh my god, Mike's here. In chat. But yeah, that's quite cute. Oh, and now Mike's here. Berry's bottom bottle. That's a very cute story as well. Because Berry Punch is a very cute pony. Yep.
Lewd story?
I'm looking at my stories.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know.
Cute.
Yeah, there's so much porn to choose from.
Yeah.
Okay, air conditioner, cute and lewd.
I'm not sure. I don't really recall many stories off the top of my head in any category much for those purposes.
Okay.
Okay.
He totally does. You can tell.
Oh yeah, we know he does.
Mm.
Kyrie, cute and lewd story.
I really like that one story that Seven wrote about Discord giving Fluttershy a present for her birthday. Like, he actually had a reading done on it. I thought that one was really cute.
Nice.
But, of course, I forget the name of it because I'm terrible with names of stories.
One story that I find cute is a story that Priest wrote called Fake My Death.
Andrew, are you okay? You're out of breath a bit. Andrew?
Oh, he already went.
He went outside with his fucking laptop.
Oh god, where did he go outside?
Into a hurricane.
Why would anyone go outside? There's nothing but open space out there.
This is... Oh dear, I think we've lost Andrew then. He's been killed.
What?
He came back inside.
I am still here.
You just walk through
Oh, hey,
some very
I have
strong
always
wind.
been here.
Oh, hey, Priest was... Fuck, Priest heard me say that I liked one of his stories. Great. He
Okay,
actually
so
wait, he actually listens to the schlop?
Apparently.
oh, Arcast? No, he's like just finally getting into this.
I remember the first time we ever did one, he started streaming a Screaming Closet halfway through.
My favorite cute story is Parents' Night Out.
Oh, that's a cute story right there.
It has a little cult in it, and Cadence.
Oh
There's
It's
a-
a
god.
very cute
there's-
story. The very
there's
cute
a-
cuddly moments.
There's babysitting, and that's cute.
Yes, it's very cute.
Oh, I'm looking back through my thing. I remembered a thing that I liked. It's called Sunset Shimmer Discovers Bubble Wrap.
Is this a porn
Oh,
story?
God.
Or,
I think I
Oh.
vaguely remember that.
Okay, if I'm gonna be serious though, I think one of my favorite cute stories I read recently was that one Chapped wrote, Princesses Get Scared Too. That was a pretty nice one.
Mm.
And then as for lewd, well, there is one story that when it gets updated, I will drop everything to go read it. And it's not purely lewd, but it does have so much lewd in it in so many ways, and that would be my best friend Stella. I will literally drop everything to go read that.
Like you're carrying around your newborn son, and then Flame updates, you just drop it to run into your laptop.
Shit! Oh shit, son. Just stay here for a little bit, man. I'm gonna be right back. Don't get kidnapped.
Later.
Yeah, don't get kidnapped or shit. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm looking at my my lewd folder.
Kyrie disappeared.
yeah, she's no
Yeah,
longer
yeah,
contractually obligated to be here.
She had to go dump
It's
ass.
a designated
okay.
ending time. She's gone.
I think my favorite lewd story was the one about Miss Harshwinnie. I'm trying to find it. So I can
Oh,
see-
Not too harsh.
no, it was no, not that's too new. This one's an older one.
No.
It
Well,
was
while
called.
you're looking, I'm gonna say my favorite cute story is a toss-up between Boop Boop, Beep Boop, I Will Destroy You, which is a derpy Philly story, is cute as hell, and Mooney Shorts by Eighth Sin. I highly recommend both.
I found the story I was talking about.
You mean Nyx?
No.
No.
I know.
I found my favorite lewd. It's called Miss Harshwinnie's Wish by Zaid Valroa.
Link.
Put it in chat.
Link, por favor.
All right, I'll grab the link.
Okay, so yeah, Beep Boop, I Will Destroy You, which is a wonderful, wonderful story, and Mooney Shorts, which is just hilarious and cute all the way around. As far as lewd, well, my favorite is a story called "To Find a Rainbow" by Jeremy Storm.
Oh God, yes, I've heard of that story.
Yeah, the first, what is it? The first chapter has Clop in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty good and very well inspired.
Yeah, that story was one of the reasons why I wrote Third Roommate.
Yes, I remember this story.
Yeah, I like it up until the first 6 chapters. After that, it's too much drama for me, even though I like it still.
Yeah, I have yet to read it. I'll have to go read it.
Sorry.
And
And then
you
he had a
mentioned,
continuation, which he canceled, which I'm kind of sad about. Anyways.
sorry, just real quick to add on to what Enigma said about the Third Roommate. Literally, I go look up To Find a Rainbow, and it says similar, The Third Roommate, the top.
I wrote To Find a Rainbow, and I got it first hit.
No.
I am not
I
seeing
mean,
roommate
I
here
mean
anywhere.
I mean on FimFiction. It's like there's a box that says similar, and it says
Oh, yeah.
the third roommate.
So my story is similar in quality then.
I'm not getting suggested stories. I wonder what's wrong with mine. Alright, so I think we can move on to our next topic.
Oh, what is next topic?
Pony on Earth, mystical creature, etc. Fics that have feels or drama that you read recently or in the past, and artwork for Pony on Earth you've seen that are good. Links if possible.
What?
Didn't I already share good Pony on Earth where they're driving the car?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should probably just rapid fire this stuff because we only got like 10 minutes
And
left.
we still got the most important topic coming up.
No, we're gonna skip that one.
Fuck you.
I got him to cuss at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you didn't mention. Little what was it? Little Fangs and Tiny Wings is your favorite cute story. So
I meant
back at
to. I meant to say you wrote one, but I forgot all about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're skipping your topic.
No, I
Yeah,
like
fuck you.
Little Fangs and Tiny Wings. It's got a big pony in it, and Luna. I have read it.
I found another lewd that I forgot to share. Lewd image that I forgot to share with you guys. I'll put it real quick.
Okay. So to our guest, what Pony on Earth and artwork and stories do you like?
I don't really read or look at much Pony on Earth stuff. I've read My Little Dashie, so I'd have to say that's my favorite since it's one of the only ones I've read.
Oh yeah! Did you guys know Rob Cakran63 wrote My Little Dashie?
Wait, what? Rob Cakran 63 wrote My Little Dashie?
The guy we hang out with?
What?
Oh my god!
Guys, we have to explain because now it seems like we're making fun of her when we're not.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Random, we're not patronizing you at all. This is a running gag with the group. We're making fun of Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually all know him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's hilarious too. He stands on top of his TV to hold an antenna, just like Whitey Duval.
He surfs through an ocean of bottles just to get to the other half of his living room.
That was the first time I'd ever heard Rob do anything, and that's what I hear: clink, clink, slosh, clang. Oh God, it was bad. It was really bad. And and everybody on there is all like, Rob, you really should cut down on the booze. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump off the Pony on Earth. Favorite styles of art?
Probably like Captain Pudge Muffins, cat pony style. Also like fluffy ponies, more realistic ones.
Nice.
I
So,
like.
What's her name? Like Denny Vixen, where she goes a little more like halfway between realistic and cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I like Ravage's style of art.
I like Kenichi Panda's art because it's like smooth yet sharp at the same time.
Yes, it is. And he makes great porn.
Is Kyrie kill or?
Yeah, no, she's gone.
She left.
It's been 2 hours.
No, I was wondering if she hopped back in.
She's still dumping ass.
She's had enough.
The amber lamps just popped through in, and it was like, holy shit, this human being is made out of fleshlights. We gotta.
I think you mean the Bamblance. Okay. Next topic. How much do you think bits are worth?
I think you missed one.
No, I didn't.
Why is Kappa so hot? What's our guest think?
He just is.
Thank you. Oh.
Bits are worth like $3.50 each.
Well, I ain't giving you no technically lives in the South, so he's hot all the time. I mean, it's a subjective question.
Fluttershy paid like $3.50 for that cherry.
I ain't giving you no 350, you goddamn Loch Ness monster.
$3.50.
50 cents.
He was the Loch Ness monster.
Alright.
What's the question, by the way? I've completely.
How much do y'all think bits are worth?
Oh,
I
said
guess
350.
if bits are made out of gold, I assume they would just basically be Krugerrands.
I'd assume they'd be around $1, maybe $2.
I don't know. I mean, $1 is really quite a lot to be paying for, what, 3 tomatoes?
and especially considering they can control the weather, so they wouldn't have issues.
Inflation.
So Fluttershy paid $3 for that cherry then.
Yeah. Well,
That's
no,
a really good
not the cherry, the tomatoes.
That was a cherry.
No, the cherry was the argument, which they shot up to 20 bits. It was the tomato that Pinky was arguing over, and they used to be 1 bit for 3, and then she raised it to 2 bits.
Oh, Pinky.
Yeah.
Wasn't that celery?
No, that was Rarity flirting with the dude for. Was it celery?
Yeah.
I think it
Oh,
was. Yeah.
Asparagus.
So for
Oh, yeah,
Rarity,
no, it was asparagus. Yeah, Alex is right.
so for Rarity, the price of that asparagus was her ass.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. I think bits are pretty much worthless considering that Time Turner basically tossed like 6 or 7 of them at Applejack for 1 freaking apple.
Well, maybe he's from the future when really bad inflation. So.
Okay.
Maybe it's just a really volatile market.
Well, we got a similar question here. Since we know gems and so on are worthless because of the mass motherload of them found in Equestria, I think this was like an add-on to it. Also, since gems are easy to find and just about worthless, do you think Twilight keeps a jar of them around to kind of feed to Spike as a snack?
Yeah, I think so.
That seems to be implied.
I'm sure ponies use gems as fucking doorstops.
Well, I mean, if they're that common, why don't they have them in restaurants? Because Spike never gets them at a restaurant unless he goes to Canterlot.
Well, there aren't that many dragons around, I guess.
And there's probably not a big market for gem eaters in most pony populations.
Well, look, Canterlot is wealthier, so they probably have more dragon slaves.
True, but then again, eating gems might be a novelty. They might have learned a gem-eating spell.
Who knows?
You guys make me think that if Twilight didn't hatch Spike's eggs, some rich guy would have eaten the egg.
It probably would have.
Just make a big old omelet. Yes.
Someone like that.
Scrambled dragon tits. You're sitting there whipping them.
Here we go, guys. There's a fic idea for all you fuckers out.
Yep. All right, pre-tit abortion. Next question. Or no, I don't. Random. Did you have anything to offer for that absolutely horrid topic?
Not really.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, you don't even want to talk about pre-tit abortions.
Could that be why he is a dog in EQG's world?
Yes.
I don't own a dog, but do they eat gems? I didn't think so.
No, because see, what they're actually trying to tell us is that Spike is a bitch.
Do they eat gems?
I'm saying I'm saying it's why Spike is a dog and EQ Equestria Girls is they're trying to confirm that Spike is a bitch.
Oh.
Maybe the writers finally got something right.
There should be a shock to his system when he's cold-blooded 1 second, then warm-blooded the next.
It's magic.
Yeah.
You gotta explain shit.
Magic.
And we're out of time, so I'll go ahead and skip my topic because that was the last one on the list.
No, refresh. There's loads.
Oh God, there is.
Yes. rapid fire them, like 10 seconds each.
Okay.
New bug ponies, yes or no?
Yes.
Who is the cutest dragon on FimFiction?
You. I'm talking to Nugget.
Oh, thought you were talking to me.
Favorite book or favorite FimFiction story?
I don't know.
The hell? Oh. My phone just went off. Alright, why do you guys like to draw art?
Because it's fun. And it keeps me busy. And I can actually do it decently.
I have too many ideas, and that's the fastest way to get some of them down.
It's my way of crying out into the abyss that I exist.
I don't.
So if we dig through your papers at home, we'll find tear-stained paper?
Yes.
Eh.
What commissions would you consider your dream commission? Like a high-dollar art commission?
I'm not really sure. Something that pays, like, well, and isn't, like, the most complicated thing ever with a million details. But is still fairly good.
Doing art for Barcast videos.
Oh god, we couldn't pay for that. You guys can't even afford me. Let's see. Do you even praise, bro?
Yeah. Yay.
Yay!
We all
Yeah.
praise the sun.
Oh, fuck the sun. I get too much of it.
Moon for the win.
Yeah, amen to that.
The sun gives you cancer,
It
boss.
does.
Everything gives you
Moonrocks gives you
cancer.
cancer too.
Yeah.
For all we know, too much exposure to the elements of harmony gives you cancer.
Probably does.
Well,
That's entirely likely. Okay, so that's been this week's episode. We hope you all liked it. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I'm sorry my mic sucked, and yeah, we'll try to do better next week, I hope, if nothing too
Can
terribly
always
bad
hope.
happens. Alright, so thank you very much, Randome, for coming on. We very much enjoyed having you on.
thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed it.
Yay!
You've been a real sport about our
Insanity.
Shitty, yeah,
yeah.
and constantly getting interrupted. We're really sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's it.
We don't have anybody here with a whip to rein us in.
Pencil, come with us.
Okay.
Alright, so this has been Alex _
Yay! It has.
Andrew Air Conditioner.
I still welcome our robot and or cyborg overlords.
I second. I can't think of a clever thing for Enigma, so we have the blank slate over here.
I'm waiting for my fax machine to finish telling me what to say.
Alright, and Ghostface Kilala.
Gorillas injected with the strength of 80 midgets.
And this has been Ravage, your resident hoof in mouth. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.
Bye-bye.